Hello and welcome to the Horn Report. I'm Stephanie Jackson.
And I'm Hunter Jackson. A UT football player was arrested early Sunday morning. We'll tell you why.
And yet another update on the Cactus Cafe. We'll give you the latest.
But first, Karl Rove answered some heated questions Monday night. Wes Hamilton has the story.
The University of Texas group College Republicans held its annual conservative guest speech Monday night in the Texas Union Ballroom. The guest speaker was former White House Deputy Chief of Staff Karl Rove. Rove came to Texas despite knowing that his appearance would bring lots of controversy. During the speech, Rove was interrupted several times by dozens of protesters scattered throughout the room. At least 5 were escorted from the building. Some simply held up signs in silence to show their frustrations, however. The group hopes that by bringing in a big-name conservative, they can make an impact and show that even though Austin is a liberal city, there is still a conservative voice on this campus.
It's very refreshing for a lot of students to be able to come and hear a conservative voice every now and then, because Lord knows we don't hear it in the classroom.
21-year-old UT running back Vondrell McGee was arrested for driving while intoxicated on MLK Boulevard early Sunday morning. According to the officer's report, McGee blew .125 on the breathalyzer, which is considerably over the .08 limit. This was his first offense, so he could be charged with up to $2,000 in fines and could even serve up to 180 days in jail. UT coach Mack Brown said that McGee will miss the first game against Rice next season.
The House Higher Education Committee held a day-long hearing Tuesday at the state capitol covering a wide range of topics. First off, the committee considered the possibility of adding more courses to State University's core curriculum, which is currently set at 42 hours. The proposed mandatory courses would focus on ethics and Western civilization and use readings from the Bible and works by Aristotle, Plato, and Shakespeare. The committee also discussed the skyrocketing cost of community college, which has increased around 12% in Texas from 2008 to 2009.
Vice President of Student Affairs Juan Gonzalez held a public forum Wednesday on the future of the Cactus Cafe, but before the forum, protesters displayed petitions signed by about 6,000 community members in favor of keeping the cafe open in its current form and location. David Kobierowski, a member of the nonprofit group Friends of the Cactus Cafe, said the petitions show the widespread support the venue has in the Austin arts community. To the relief of many supporters of the venue, Gonzalez opened the meeting stressing that, quote, the Cactus Cafe will live on. Gonzalez also said that turning the cafe over to an outside business, which many supporters feared, was no longer an option. He said the two remaining options include continuing as a self-operating entity under a university office or pursuing a partnership with KUT, the public radio station on campus. The union is expected to make a decision April 30th.
UT officials announced Thursday that energy company ConocoPhillips has donated $1 million to support academic programs at the university. The grant benefits undergraduates and graduate students in the university's business, engineering, and natural science schools. However, you probably shouldn't think too much of the company, considering they also gave $1 million to a bunch of Aggies the day before. And now, here's Hunter with your weekly crime report.
Thanks, Stephanie. The Wells Fargo located on Guadalupe and 21st Street was robbed twice within a 4-day span. Police haven't said whether the suspects were armed or how much money was taken. The bank was also robbed earlier this semester. Police say this was the 8th bank robbery this year. And now here's Nick Schwartz with your short sports update.
Thanks, Hunter. The Longhorns' win streak has reached 13 games after beating Texas A&M and UT Arlington. The Horns swept the Aggies in their 3-game series. After a game that went to 11 innings and was won on an error, the team crushed the Ags 14-0 and 8-0. The victories helped Texas to win the State Farm Lone Star Showdown Trophy over the Aggies as well. With a couple of wins by UT softball and men's tennis, Texas claimed the award for the 4th time in 6 years. In other news, the NCAA looks to expand the March Madness tournament from 65 to 68 teams. The deal is with CBS and Turner Broadcasting for $10.8 million. It will allow all games to be shown live on CBS, TBS, TNT, or truTV. The agreement is supposed to bring in $740 million annually to member schools and conferences. I'm Nick Schwartz, and this has been your weekly Horn Sports Update. Back to y'all.
Thanks, Nick. Well, that's all we have for this week.
We'll see you next time.
Peace. Oh, that's the wrong one.